Let's give the game a demo. So I will, no, I won't go full screen, so I can cheat and get through the game faster. Then I go to level 1 and I finish that one. My sprites appear in the right location on level 2. And now what we want is when the player, the purple sprite, touches the end sprite on the last level, we want the end screen to appear. Right? So in our code do we check if the purple sprite touches the end sprite on the last level? Well, we put that code over here in the end sprite. Okay, so let's click over to the end sprite. And this here is checking if the purple sprite touches the end sprite on level 0. This, when I receive broadcast, is checking if the purple sprite touches the end sprite on level 1. This one is checking if the purple sprite is touching the end sprite on level 2. Okay, so this is our last level. And so what we want to do is place WAN sound until done. And then what we can do is go to looks and say switch backdrop to the end. All right. So if we go ahead and do that and I play through the game quickly, what you'll see is that the backdrop is going to switch. So there we go, you win, right? But it's not looking good because we want everyone else to go away. Right? And so an easy way to program that is to come over here, let's start with our purple sprite. What we can do is go to events and say when backdrop switches to. So when the backdrop switches to the end, I am going to make you go away by hiding. Okay? And I'm going to do that for the maze. I'm going to also do that for the end. And I think that's it. Okay, so if we run this game again, now it should have an ending. And there we go. All right, you win. And I think we also want to play a sound, right? Some kind of a you win sound? Is there a you win sound? Oh, here we go. Okay, so in the backdrops, there's a triumph sound. Okay, and that's our end sound. And so what we can do is go to events and the same thing. We can say when backdrop switches to the end, I'm going to go to sounds and I am going to play my sound. Triumph. Okay, so then when it switches to this one, it plays the triumph sound and you're good to go. Right. And so, of course, this game, I made it for my daughter. She is 6 years old and she loves mazes. And so when she played it, she had fun with it. But I only programmed the first 3 levels, just like what we have here. Right. So she was into it. She liked it. But she kind of quickly finished the game. Right. She finished it in like maybe 10 minutes or so. And so to make this game more interesting, we would want to add additional levels, like the ones that I have here, right? So if I had all of these levels set up for her, then she would need a far longer amount of time than 10 minutes to finish this game, right? Which would make the game more interesting. So the challenge exercise here is to add more levels. All right. So I hope you had fun making the maze game, and I'll see you on another project.